Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your Divine Masculine weekly forecast. So today's theme is My World is Crumbling Without You. So what we're doing today is we're actually using my decks as little markers for the questions that we will be asking. So anyways, you guys, I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a challenge or separation in your connection. So keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, only take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today are actually created, except for one by myself, but I'll have them listed down below, and as well as this beautiful Orgonite here. So let's get started, you guys. We're going to take a look and see what is the energy of constant. So how are you constantly on your Divine Masculine's mind? Okay, so this is how we're going to tap in. So this is the only deck that is not mine. It's called the Spiritual Gifts Oracle, found on Etsy. All right. How are you, Divine Feminine, on your masculine's mind constantly? How are you showing up on his mind? Ooh, two wanted to come through, so let me just take both of them. We have devilish ways and intuition. Oh, okay. So actually, let me go ahead and go like this, since it looks like we're not getting everything in camera view. So what I'm getting, you guys, first of all, this is a telepathic connection. It's almost like you might be sending some sort of telepathic waves to your Divine Masculine, and so you're coming up in this kind of devilish way. And I'm not getting like devilish as in evil or anything like that, but just kind of like, you know, wicked, playful, naughty, that sort of thing. So it could be that you're popping up in his mind and he's thinking about you. This to me kind of looks like shades. So behind the curtains in the bedroom, that's what I'm picking up on here. So let's go ahead and get some more information. All right, how else are you showing up in this Divine Masculine's mind currently? We have the Five of Wands. It's a conflict, though. There's a tension between the two of you. But I'm getting here some of that is like a sensual tension. Five of Wands can also be an indication that there is some sort of a competition for your affection. There are other people or other players in this particular game. So it may be that this masculine is feeling quite challenged at the moment when it comes to just being with you, thinking of you, communicating with you, etc. He could also be thinking about the conflict that happened between the two of you. If he was acting in kind of a devilish way, this could be something that he is thinking about and struggling with at this particular time. Let's see what else. Ooh, okay, Judgment. So this is about reawakening. It's reflecting first on the past. So he definitely feels like, I definitely feels like to me, he's reflecting on the past. He's reflecting on some sort of a sensual encounter, or it could even be something that happened between the two of you that created a conflict or a separation challenge in your connection. So this is pretty heavy duty thinking about the past, that's for sure. Let's see what else is going on here. Oop, two popping up again. Okay, we have Sweetheart and we have Descendant. Ooh, beautiful. So this basically the Sweetheart energy, of course, this is kind of like Valentine-y, you know, you have a very sweet heart, you know, you're definitely there. But we also have this very like you know who you are. You know, you come from maybe just like a line in your family where you just know who you are. Traditions or certain things, belief systems that you have are very important to you. And so this masculine, I feel, sees you as somebody who is either like he considers to be maybe pure-hearted, that sort of thing. Even though you might have a little bit of like a, you know, devilish side or a naughty side, it doesn't mean that he's disrespectful of this energy or anything like that. But he's very much has some sort of respect there. He's thinking about how maybe sweet you were, or just how maybe you wanted a commitment or something like that, and maybe he stepped outside of that. I'm just putting some scenarios out there that could be, you know, resonating for someone. But definitely thinking of you in terms of sweet, somebody who is, you know, stable in your beliefs or traditions. There's definitely, that's you. It's like you're being grounded in who you are. Okay. So maybe that's where you guys had a conflict before. Maybe this masculine wasn't ready for someone like you. That's really what I'm picking up on. This masculine was not ready in the past for someone like you, Divine Feminine. So he's thinking about that. He's thinking about this a lot. He's reflecting on this past. We have the Seven of Pentacles. He's really evaluating it for sure. Absolutely. I see the Seven of Pentacles as a card where we're kind of taking a little bit of a pause and we're looking at everything. So it's like standby. You know, I'm still thinking about something. I'm still trying to figure something out. And we have the Strength card. So it's about becoming stronger. It's about maybe, you know, conjuring up some courage and some sort of strength to be able to do something here, do something about the situation, maybe return to it, do the right thing, etc. So let's go ahead and see what else. We have, ooh, look at you, Dream Girl. So I'm just going to go ahead and actually draw 2 since we've been doing that this entire time. Ooh, we have the Fight. So I feel like there's a part of you, you guys, where you are a little naughty and nice, actually. You're like the perfect blend for this masculine. So in a sense, like you are his dream girl. You're showing up as very, very strong. But, you know, she's wearing that cross. And so to me, it's like you're very strong and convicted in who you are or your faith or your values. And that's really attractive to this divine masculine. So his heart and his mind always come back to you because there is no one in the planet or on the planet or in the universe like you. You're a one of a kind feminine coming through for this particular masculine. And it might be how, with the Strength card that just popped up, it might be how he's trying to figure out how to conjure up the strength and the courage to fight for this, to fight to win you back, etc. With the Queen of Cups, so you are his Queen of Cups. You're that sensitive, but also strong divine feminine. The Queen of Cups is related to Cancer, and Cancer is a very, you know, home, secure energy. So this masculine feels like you're very secure in who you are, and you're very kind and loving, but you're also very strong as well, and you're not going to put up with any BS. So this is very attractive to this masculine. But I feel like that's what the sweetheart energy is all about. You're very sweet. With the Three of Wands. Okay, so masculine right now is thinking about what his future looks like with you in it. You know, he's looking at it and he's trying to figure out what is the next stage here. How does he perhaps, you know, take this to the next stage? In this particular image here, we can see that there's a cup being offered, but it's being offered to this this person's back. So they haven't turned around to see it yet. So this masculine right now might be planning on approaching you, feminine, but you might not be aware of it. So this might be something that he's thinking about, obviously, and not sharing with you at this particular time. But it might be that it is on the horizon with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is something that's on the horizon. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, Venus, beautiful. So Venus is beauty. Venus is also about our values. So it's definitely coming through as a message here. This masculine sees you as the ultimate feminine. He sees you as the dream person, the dream partner. Definitely sees you as somebody who you know what you want and you believe in who you are, and you believe that you deserve what you're looking for. And you're not really going to compromise that. So again, very attractive to this divine masculine. Yep. See, you're very strong though. You're coming through as someone who's very feminine and empathic and nurturing, but you're not coming through as a weak person. Not at all. You're coming through as a fighter. You're coming through as a warrior. You're coming through as somebody who's freaking strong. So do not mistake my kindness for weakness. That's not who you are. And again, this energy is extremely attractive to this masculine because to me, it's like you're the perfect combo of a feminine is what he would be looking for. All right, so let's go ahead and get some more tarot. Magician, fantastic. First of all, I'm getting here with the Magician's energy is very magical. So this masculine just feels some sort of magic with you that he doesn't feel with other people. He feels some sort of a maybe burning desire. Whenever I see a deck of cards, you know, playing cards, I always think of destiny and fate. It's like play your cards, right? Gamble, take a risk. You know, what it's like it's either going to work out or it's not, but you'll never know unless you go for it. So I feel like this masculine is maybe trying to figure out how he's going to manifest either you back into his life, how he's going to get you to turn around and see that he's still there. I just got this song, Against All Odds. And the reason why is because like the odds, right? You know, you have to beat the odds in cards or the casino. The odds are usually in the casino's, favor. So Against All Odds by Phil Collins is coming through to me for how this masculine might be thinking of you. And that's just what's coming through. So the Magician energy, and it's also ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is very much in your head, what you're thinking, and also what you might want to communicate with someone. Eight of Swords, yeah. Something's going round and round in this masculine's mind, and he's trying to find a loophole out of that, just like constant back and forth, back and forth. So he's really, I don't want to use the word scrambled, but he's really kind of fighting something right now where he has a thought, he has an idea, but now it's time to stop just thinking about it, and now it's time to actually do something. Put these thoughts into motion, put it into action, actually manifest something. So I feel like his heart and his mind is always coming back to you. It's just, it's never really going to stop until he does something, until he breaks out of this cycle and finds that loophole out of this constant just mind trap. So that is how you're constantly on your divine masculine's mind right now, feminine. Definitely on it a lot, going back and forth with a decision to do something or to just still hang back. Okay. So that's what we have. So our next question is the baggage energy, which is, how is this divine masculine still hanging on to his past self? So the past self may be that kind of devilish, right? His devilish ways. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. What is that energy all about? What is this divine masculine still holding on to when it comes to his past or his past self? Let's look at this. Okay, so we have Star and we have Great Fortune. Interesting. So to me, I'm immediately getting here some sort of a goal, some sort of a wish fulfillment for stardom or recognition. And this involves money. This involves success that's tied to the material world. And I'm not portraying that as a negative. It can be a negative, though, if that's the only thing that you are using as a form of, self-worth, basically. Because at the end of the day, all of this could be stripped away, and then what do you have left, right? If you do not have a strong sense of self. So I feel like this is something that the masculine is still holding on to. He's still holding on to this idea that somehow more money is going to make him happy. Fame, riches, things like that are going to make him happy. And it doesn't mean it won't make him happy, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be completely fulfilling, especially if he is not doing any inner work, or if he's not valuing connection with others, where everything is just kind of surface level, just material, basically. I just definitely get the devil's energy here for sure. All right, I'm not using it like as an evil. It's just that it can turn into a shadow if we're not careful, if we place too much importance on the material things in life. Nine of Embers. Yeah, to me, this is the nine. Well, this is the Nine of Wands in this deck, and so to me, it's like gutsy, right? Feels like a real badass with this. So I do feel like there is some sort of baggage that the masculine has, to where he feels like if he is financially successful, or just like in the limelight, or he reaches some pinnacle of success, that he will feel better. And it's not to say that he won't. It's just that it's not going to be all he cracked it up to be. The grass maybe wasn't or isn't going to be greener on the other side. You know, sometimes we have these ideas, these big ideas of what's going to make us happy, and then when we get there, we're like, oh, I mean, it's great, but it actually wasn't what I thought it was going to be, or didn't make me feel the way that I thought it was going to make me feel. There's plenty of things and examples I could give you guys, but I'll just pull myself out of it, of things that I thought were going to make me happy, and I was just kind of like, well, it actually didn't. It didn't make everything better. Yeah. All right, let's see what else. Oh, we have the Five. Okay, here's the Five of Wands. So this is the struggle. We already saw the Five of Wands come up, remember? Interesting, 9 to 5. So that tells me, whenever I hear that song from Dolly Parton, 9 to 5, this is about work. The 9 to 5, what he's doing, 9 to 5. Now, the thing is, this masculine might be an independent person, meaning like he's a creator. He does something where he works for himself. So he's not going to do this 9 to 5 crap. He's not going to, he's not going to be a slave to his job. But I am getting, though, that he might be a slave to his industry, whatever this is. When you work for yourself and you're a creator, you actually end up working longer hours and harder than if you did for an actual company. Now, the thing is, that can sometimes be worth it because you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into your brand. So at the end of the day, you're investing in yourself. Definitely nothing wrong with that. But again, anything in life can become It can go sideways. Anything can become, you can become too overly dependent. So let's just say, like, I'm just going to use this as an example because it's the only one that's coming to my mind right now. Let's just say you're a creator on social media, right? You get to a point where you're just not even living your own life anymore. Everything is a freaking post. Everything is content. Where do you draw the line? A lot of people lose themselves. A lot of people are looking to their audience. And so if they don't get those likes and those clicks, then they start feeling like failures. So this is where it can start to become burnout mode, or just you're feeling like your spirit is just dwindling, especially if somehow, you lose all of that. And then you start to feel like, wow, who am I really? So there's definitely some kind of an old belief system that this masculine has, that if he has more, he'll be happier. And I just feel like right now, this is a current struggle for him. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's continue. We have gift. We have courthouse. Interesting. There could be something going on right now, you guys, where this masculine is in the middle of a legal dispute. Could be. Doesn't have to be for everyone. So it could be that he is looking to basically be awarded something with that gift energy. So he could be tied up in some sort of a legal pursuit, custody battle. This could be just anything, theft, bankruptcy, just any of those things. And that could be something where he's really struggling because maybe he feels like a failure. Maybe he feels like he's just got too much baggage now to move forward in a positive way. This could be something that he feels like is a real hang up for him. So no one else is going to want to deal with it. So I'm getting that, like he doesn't have anything to offer basically because he's got all this shit tied to him. And it does make sense, especially if, let's just say, a man and a woman go through a terrible legal battle, and let's just say the woman, and I'm just using this as an example because this speaks to me, where you have a narcissistic mother who is using the children as weapons, and it's just a terrible situation. And literally, he can do nothing about it, and he just has to keep dishing out the money over and over and over and over again. Even if like the divorce or the separation wasn't even his idea, it's just sometimes these kinds of messes can be very diminishing on the spirit. It can cause somebody to feel like lose faith in just humanity, lose faith in themselves, lose faith in just, the system. So there's a real depletion, I feel, in maybe faith, or feeling like the only thing that they can count on is themselves and money. So that's what I'm getting here, is there could be something that happened to this masculine that was a little unfair. And so there's this loss in faith of the system, or loss in faith of just in humanity. So sometimes we do tend to gravitate towards things that we can control. And what we feel like we can control is how we're making money. And we just really don't put our faith into people any longer because we believe that everyone will hurt us. So not sure whose masculine that is, but that could be going on. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is. It's exactly what I just said. This is crazy. The Ten of Pentacles is family. The Ten of Pentacles is tradition. The Ten of Pentacles to me is, usually like a conventional relationship. The way that your family did it. The way that your parents maybe ran their lives. No, not this masculine. This masculine's like, nope, I'm going to rule my own universe. I'm not going to connect to anyone else. I don't feel safe doing that. I don't feel safe partnering up, or I don't feel safe relying on someone. I'm going to do it all myself. That's where this masculine, I feel, might be stuck. He's not willing to trust. He's not willing to trust that he can have a partner that he can trust. I just repeated that. But yeah, you know what I mean? So there's definitely something here where, no, I got to do it myself. I don't want to rely on anyone else. And that's okay in certain circumstances, but this is a negative. This is a shadow. This is a trauma that needs to be cleared. So this is some of the baggage that this masculine is still currently, hanging on to, or is still affected by. So let's get one more set. There it is. Unexpected income. So something about money, you guys. And we have oh yeah, that's it. There it is. So this masculine is not going to trust right now. This is where he's still struggling. I'm not going to trust in anything. I don't want any surprises. I don't want any help. I'm going to do it all myself. I'm going to be the authority of my own world. And this is a beautiful thing. It absolutely is. And sometimes we do need to get to this point where we're like the bear, to where we take care and we boss up and we take care of ourselves and we take care of our lives and we, stop giving other people our power. Absolutely. But what I am seeing here is that this masculine is taking it to an extreme. There's an extreme thinking here. And this extreme thinking, you guys, is a trauma response. That is what's going on here. So this is problematic. And this is where he's going to, just need to figure some things out or to work on this trauma. There it is. See, conquer. This is the Six of Wands. This is, I'm going to win. I'm going to be in control and I am not going to lose. I'm never going to lose again. I am not going to let anyone hurt me ever again. Why? See, that's it. 10 of Wands. I'm not going to be burdened by any kind of, it says dead weight. I'm not going to be burdened by others. I'm going to be the person that is in control of just my own happiness, my own fate, everything. I am not going to rely on another person. That's going to weigh me down. So I'm just going to be alone. I'm going to be a lone wolf. I'm just going to take care of myself. And I've been burned too many times, or maybe I burned things too many times. I don't trust myself to be intimately connected with another person. But this masculine has lost faith somewhere along the line. So this is some sort of baggage that is still holding him back, you guys, in life in general. So just take it if it resonates for you, but these are some of the things I'm seeing that are a problem for this masculine currently. Now we're going to go into, in what ways is the divine masculine's life crumbling without you? All right, so maybe your influence would be positive. Maybe your influence would be empowering if this masculine would just let you in. So let's just see how things are continuing to crumble without your influence or presence in his life. Because this masculine may have cut you out. This masculine may have told you, I need to be alone. So let's check it out. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Head full of lies. This masculine is, in a way, believing his own BS. He's believing his own BS when it comes to love, when it comes to intimacy, when it comes to connection. So he's running away from the truth. That is what's happening here. He's running away from the truth because the truth is difficult. Healing trauma and working on the self. Fuck, who wants to do it? It's hard. And even when you start working, let's just say with the therapist, that doesn't mean that you're actually going to do the work. It's still your free will choice to take action in that department. You know what I mean? So that's tough. It's not, okay. Seven of Pentacles. Reevaluating. I do feel like this masculine right now, yeah, he might be running away from things. But he is reevaluating, and that makes sense to me because we can clearly see that this masculine is convincing himself that he doesn't need anyone, that he just wants to be alone. He's better off alone, but then he's still ruminating and thinking about you, feminine. He's still replaying your connection. He's still reevaluating maybe his options with you. So you seem to be that person that sticks out to him, that if he is going to do something, if he is going to take a risk on someone, that it would be you. That is what I am seeing here. Spells. In sleepless nights, I'm thinking about you. So yeah, we definitely know that in his restless spirit, or when things are just kind of crumbling down, he is thinking about you, feminine. So you seem to be maybe a little bit of a safe haven that he does think about. Again, I do feel like his trauma is from something else. Yes, it could be partially due to something that happened between the two of you guys, but I do feel like this trauma is something that he dragged into your connection and what actually tore this connection apart. So whatever this unhealed trauma is, I just feel like you are a safe space for him when he thinks about you or he connects to your energy, for sure. At 10 of Wands, heavy burden. The thing is, though, it's too much of a burden to either pick back up or deal with right now. But there's something where he feels like he can't let you go completely. He still feels like he's under your spell because he's still thinking about you. It's like, if he's this big badass, right? He's a boss, he's a bear, and he's just going to do his own thing, and he's going to be a lone wolf, and he's just going to carry on for the rest of his life by himself, then why does he keep thinking about you? This might be why he kind of feels like he's a little bit under a spell. Like, I'm able to just forget about everyone. Why can't I forget about you? It may be because he's not supposed to forget about you. There's something about your connection that may be very healing for him, so he keeps coming back to it. but it does feel like a burden for him. This like not being able to forget about you does feel like a burden for him. It's very heavy. So it might be that's when he tries to tell himself he doesn't care about you. That's the head full of lies that we just saw. This is where he tries to convince himself that he doesn't really care. But guess what? Comes back. So he can do it all day long, but it's going to come back like a rubber band. It's going to just bounce right back. It's going to sling right back. Cold, crazy, I denied you. So he knows that he was cold towards you. Absolutely. So in what ways is the divine masculine crumbling without you? He's like I just got frozen without your touch. I think that's a song from Evanescence. Cold inside, right? It's crazy. It's crazy that I'm denying you. Even though you're that one person that can warm my heart, I'm still denying you. So again, he's putting a lot of effort into pushing you away still. He's putting a lot of effort into lying to himself that he doesn't really care. But he can lie to himself all day long. It's not going to change the facts that you're still there in his heart. You're still there in his head. Yeah. So we have the Hanged Man, and that's great because what Spirit is basically trying to tell you is that he will have some sort of a new perspective, but it will be on his own time. The Hanged Man just means that, while you're just kind of there stuck, you're thinking, you're ruminating, you're reflecting on the past, all that stuff. It's bound at some point to bring some sort of new life and new perspective. So I do feel like he can deny you all day long, but it is going to, and it doesn't show it in this card, but it usually shows a man who is hanging upside down and his entire crown chakra, his head is full of light. And so that's illumination to me. That's direct connection with the divine. So to me, this is telling me that your masculine is going to get some sort of an awakening here. He's going to get a new perspective, and it's not really going to come from you per se. It's going to come from Spirit. Okay. So he can continue to keep denying you and stay cold and be ice cold, the ice king, whatever. But eventually his tower, this to me is like a tower energy. His tower moment is he's going to gain a new perspective. Love bites. Yeah, of course, that song, right? Love bites. Making love to you might drive me crazy. And that is true. And this is why the masculine is denying you, feminine, right now, is because it would be too painful to actually spend time with you. Because if he does spend time with you or sees you, he's going to get warmth in his heart again. And he doesn't want to get warm in his heart again because he feels more comfortable and he feels more stable and more secure with that cold-hearted energy. So love bites. It's like he wants it, but he feels like he shouldn't have it because it's like he doesn't want to change it. And that makes sense to me. King of Swords, that's like the Ice King to me. I would rather be in my head. I would rather be trusting with my rational decision making instead of being in my heart space. If I'm in my heart space, I'm weak. If I'm in my heart, I'm going to get hurt. But if I'm in my head, I call all the shots and I basically can choose who I have conversations with, who I choose to trust, who I choose to have in my life. And right now, it's just easier for me to just stay away and be the Ice King because that's where I feel safest. So if that sounds like you're masculine, you guys, right now with what you're dealing with, we're going to go deeper into these messages. We're going to go over into the extended. So I'll put the link in the description box down below as well as the top pinned comment in the comment section. We're going to go into my divine feminine, which is what words of yours are still lingering in your divine masculine's mind. So specific words from you. Also player, what karma has your divine masculine experience that is currently or directly related to you? Also voyeur, how is your divine masculine watching you? So he's thinking about you, right? We're going to see what that looks like, or if he is actually seeking out information on social media to watch you. Also changes, can your divine masculine become who you need him to be? And Spirit, what signs and information is the universe providing for you on this connection and things you need to pay attention to? So that's what I have. I hope you guys enjoyed these messages. If you guys feel inclined to do so, definitely let me know how you felt about these messages, if it resonated with you. Also, don't forget to give this video some love. That always helps to push the channel out. I really love that and appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys over on the extended, but if not, thanks for watching. You guys take care. Bye-bye.